came here today to vote, was unable to do so, even though they know who I am. Well, I don't drive, I haven't got a passport.
And you haven't been able to vote?
No, they refused me, even though they know who I am, because I've been standing as a candidate for the Liberal Party for 20 years beforehand. Told me that unless I had ID with me, that I was prepared to give them, they wouldn't let me vote. Shocking, disenfranchised.
I've got my ID with me, but I'm not using it, and I haven't voted today. This is a basic human right to come and vote, and it's a basic human right in any democracy to come and vote, and to have that representation. And I feel that people who in this country already are having problems, as we know from the Windrush, about their identity, and will not come today to vote, and that's terrible. And I also feel that although I've got my ID, I shouldn't have to produce it.
I did feel a bit annoyed when I first saw that I needed ID. People like my son who hasn't got a driving licence or a passport because he can't afford them, what will he do if he hasn't got ID? He won't be able to vote, will he? So it's, I'm not really sure it's a good idea.
I think the ID is a good way, and why should people not have proof of their identity? To come along with a card like that, just walk in, they don't, as long as I'm male or female, that's it, but a line through your name, I think it's ridiculous.
I think that it may be a bit restrictive, and I think the possibility of voter fraud is a very small issue. And I think there's a big democratic deficit in this country. So I would prefer to encourage a very easy access to voting.
No, I mean, I think it's ridiculous to have to show ID. You're already on the electoral register, so they know who you are and where you live. You're on a public accessible role like that. And it's trying to deal with a problem that just doesn't exist.
I've no problem with it. ID is very useful.
You can either bring one photo ID or two of bank statements and everything. So it's not like it's hard to get the ID, but it's just another level of admin that you have to go through. And I mean, I'm lucky I work from home, so I can come here and vote. It's not hard for me, but let's say you worked in a supermarket, you might not be able to have time to get the ID together. So it is a barrier to voting for sure.